utilize the classic melody that we all know and bring it into the 21st century, but still really be respectful of what Jared Goldsmith had originally written.
Okay, let's roll it.
I want it to be a celebration of all of the great movies Universal's done over the years. Connecting the past with the present, the main line that we've always heard in the horns, that's still there, but you have the movement of the music underneath it. I had a few sneak peeks at the visuals that were being worked on. The globe coming in and the letters spinning around and seeing the cityscapes. That was a huge influence for me. To add choir. There's also kind of a sparkly, shimmery type of thing throughout the piece that I've done with violins that gives it kind of the magic feel. And at the end of the piece, I have a whole drum cadence.
The thing that I think people really latch onto is the bass drum there.
I use drums from around the world, like djembes and African drums. And I thought that was kind of a nice way to bring that idea of Universal Pictures being global.
Very nice. Give me chills.
It's pretty incredible that every time I now see a film by Universal, I'll hear the logo music that I conducted. It cues you in to say, okay, put away the phone, stop eating your popcorn for a split second, pay attention. It's a huge honor.
Oh my god, that.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Special Effects Show here at Universal Studios Hollywood! Yay! Thank you, my name is Chris. Today we'll get a behind-the-scenes peek into how we make movie magic. You already know the word movie is a nickname for moving pictures. In the early days of filmmaking, it must have truly seemed like magic. In the late 1800s, the Pettibone Brothers Manufacturing Company began producing magic lanterns like this one, which were widely used by traveling showmen projecting images onto white backdrops. Just for a moment, imagine what that must have been like, sitting in a darkened tent. Suddenly, the white backdrop is revealed and illuminated with a single image. Then, when seen in the right light, the right order, and at the right speed, that image came to life to create a magical new world.
Process has remained the same to make the audience believe that everything you see is real.
Today's filmmakers have more tools than ever before. High-tech cameras, super fast computers, but they still rely on the category of effects so distinctive they're known as special.
And the earliest form of special effects are called practical effects, and those are done on set right in front of the camera. Our first example of practical effects models. Universal's 1932 film The Mummy made use of miniature effects, including scale models like this one from its opening. We can tell that's a model because if you look at the real pyramids, they don't say the mummy on the side. See? Universal relaunched the Mummy in 1999, and the Sphinx from the opening shot of that movie is this model right here. This is the actual model used during that filming. And the attention to detail is unbelievable. Not just the Sphinx itself, but all this scaffolding and these hieroglyphics. Chris would agree that models are still a great way to fool the camera, right?
Mummy on the side. Another filmmaking technique that fools the camera is the glass mat. In the terrifying film The Birds, the brilliant Alfred Hitchcock had matte paintings created to achieve the eerie look he wanted for the town of Bodega Bay. Take a look. In this literal bird's eye view of the town, the parking lot and the fire are real. Everything else was hand painted onto a single sheet of glass that was then placed in front of the lens while they were filming. Later, footage of the birds was incorporated to complete the effect.
So we've shown you two forms of practical effects so far. First models and now the glass mat.
But there's another category of practical effect that involves performers, not just props.
Prove it.
Practical stunts. There you go.
Somebody say stunts?
Please welcome our amazing special effects show, Stunt Department.
Yeah! What?
Yep.
That was awesome, man. I mean, David comes flying down on this side, upside down. You got Julia zipping down over here. How come you and I don't get an awesome entrance like this, team?
Because we're wearing nice pants. You may not recognize their faces, but I guarantee you have seen their work in countless television and film productions, oftentimes doubling for some of your favorite celebrities. Let me give you a quick introduction. Over here we have Julia Elizabeth, this is Roy Tan, and our stunt coordinator, Mr. David Hernandez. Welcome you three, quite an entrance. Hey everybody, I gotta know, is it true stunt performers almost always double for actors when it comes to fight scenes?
Yeah, that's right, Chris. Turns out actors don't like getting hit in the face.
Wait a minute, hit in the face?
Yeah, like this.
Oh. Is he okay?
I don't know, are you okay?
Go set up. When it comes to staging a fight, the art of illusion is very important. The moves need to be realistic enough to fool the camera without injuring anyone. Then it's up to the stunt performers to make them look believable. Let me set the scene. Exterior, a dark alley, dead of night. Two nefarious characters that pick the wrong woman to mess with. Ready and action.
Where are you going so fast?
Anyone out there should try on their own.
That's correct, Chris.
All right, we'll see you guys a little bit later. Good job, stunt team. Do you hear the sound effects that were added to that scene? The dynamic punches, the dumpster hits? Right, what's the term for adding sound effects to movies?
That's a great question, Chris. We call that Foley. Now you might know the term Foley, which is the process of adding sound effects to movies after they're done filming. But do you know its origins? Jack Foley wore many hats, assigned a movie director, writer of westerns, even a stunt double. But when he started doing sound effects for Universal back in the 20s, that's when he really made a name for himself. For over 30 years, Foley worked in Soundstage 10 right here on the Universal lot. And if he couldn't recreate a sound effect in the soundstage, he just got it live. Inventing a technique called direct-to-picture, Foley and his small crew would record all of the sound effects for a finished movie in one take. The synchronization with the movements of the film had to be perfect because one mistake and they started over from the beginning. Here to help show us the art of Foley, give it up for our first volunteer!
From Henderson to that assembly, the Neal family! All right!
Hey, welcome, Niels! Thank you so much for helping us out today. They're going to help demonstrate how the simple items on this table can be repurposed to sound like something completely different than what you might think. For example, in Foley, a water bottle could be used to articulate the sounds of breaking bones. Something like this. Check it out. You kids can try that at home. Parents love it. All right, let's see what they have to Foley. It's from the movie Identity Thief, starring Jason Bateman and Melissa McCarthy. Now, while you watch this split screen, keep one eye on the scene itself, but make sure you look right next to it at the Universal Foley artists hard at work. Check it out.
Now I have a plan.
See, just like that. Piece of cake, right, Randy? Yeah, you got this, dude. Quick recap of the sound effects so everyone's caught up to speed. Randy has these two at the end. The crash box filled with loud items. When Dad spins this, it's going to simulate the crash sounds into the bookshelf and over the chair. He also has some shoes glued to sticks for the running in the scene. James has rolled up paper wrapped tightly in tape and a cutting board for the body falls onto the ground. And boxing gloves on sticks for the throat punch and the face match there. And last but not least, Katie, the cowbell and the mallet for that panini hit to the back as she runs away. And this is where it gets a little crazy. Really use your imaginations because these handcuffs are going to make the sound of handcuffs. Get ready. Speaking of ready, Niels, you look ready. You want to give it a shot? I love it. You're ready. I know my booth is ready, so let's do it. Roll sound. Sound speeding. And action. Nicely done, Neil. Way to go. Right this way. Follow me. Not bad, right? But now comes our favorite part. We're going to take the actual dialogue and music from the scene and now lay over their Foley track we just recorded live. And I'll see if I need to grab you all some applications. So let's line up right here. Turn around. Perfect. Everybody, check out these side screens and let's take a listen. Brought to you by the Neal family.
Get over here and give me your wrist. Okay? Now I have a plan.
Nice. Big finish. Pretty was beautiful. Take us down, Neil. Way to go.
Very impressive. You guys, it's time to sell the house and move to Hollywood. Today, Universal's made great films in every genre, but we really left our mark with some of the scariest thriller and horror films. Check it out. Scary stuff, and all those scenes were created using very special horror effects. Emerging from the shadows behind me are maquettes of some of Universal's most famous monsters from our classic monster family. Let's take a look. We have Chucky and his bride, Dracula, Michael Myers over there, Imhotep the Mummy, Phantom of the Opera, and of course, Mother Bates. The perfect setting to demonstrate a horror effect.
Everyone give a warm welcome to Carol. Say hi, Carol.
Hi, Carol. Carol's selected because of an amazing scream. Let me show you what I mean. All right, you've just checked into the Bates Motel. You're shampooing your hair, the shower curtain flies open. There is Norman Bates. How would you scream? Nice! Good Hollywood scream, wow! Have you been murdered before?
And your mom, right? Okay.
Yeah, same scene. Yeah. We saw in that fight scene, stunt performers have a very high tolerance to pain. Dylan, the question is, do you?
Well, Carol, do you? Killing it.
On
Yes.
you, man. Just keep
Yes, Carol.
This next demonstration involves movie blood. Does anyone know what Alfred Hitchcock used for movie blood in Psycho? Yell it out if you know.
Ketchup.
Not ketchup, good guess.
Syrup.
Chocolate
Nicely
syrup.
done, chocolate syrup. See, Psycho was a black and white movie, so they could use chocolate syrup back then. But nowadays, you're right, movie blood does need to be much more realistic.
Carolyn, thank you for lending us a hand.
Literally! Yes, Carol. Yes, killing it. But remember, kids, do not try this at home, okay?
Try it at a friend's house.
Exactly. Bye-bye.
Oh, bad idea. Bad idea. All right. It's her arm we're taking off. Right? Okay, hold still. It's going to hurt a lot.
Wait. Good job, Carol. We're not going to use that dull machete, right?
Correct.
Don't worry.
Correct. We're not going to chop off your arm with a dull machete. That'd be crazy. Check out the side screens, everyone. We're going to chop off Carol's arm with this knife because it's much, much sharper.
Excellent.
Don't worry, it'll grow back. Okay, here we go. Hold still. Count of 3. Ready to scream. 1, 2, 3. Scream! It's a Hollywood moment and it's completely fake. But the acting was very, very real. Especially the giggling at the end. Fair parts. Check out the side screen. Here's how it works. The false blade and there's a notch cut out for her arm. On the back is a bulb full of movie blood. I squeeze it and I can draw a picture of Ryan.
Yeah, it looks just like me. Look at that. All of this completely useless without an amazing volunteer. Round of applause for Carol.
So good.
Carol did a long way to go. Oh, man. He's going to help you. You were great. Sorry, I got blood on my nice pants. I got to change.
He's going to be in trouble. You're going to love your next outfit. Step over here with me if you would, Carol. Did you bring your camera with you? Perfect. Open that up to your camera app. And we're going to let you take a picture of some of Universal's most famous monsters. There you go. Top left. Yeah. Oh, perfect. All right. Have you stand right here for me. And face forward. Make sure the light on your face. Excellent. Here's what I want from you. Hands in the air like you're in a scary movie. On the count of 3, one last big, huge Hollywood scream. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's really good. Bad Michael Myers. Go home, Michael. Go home. Not even a guy with a knife could get you out of your spotlight. You would do very well in Hollywood, that's for sure. I wish you could have seen the look on your face. It was amazing. Oh, wait a minute, we can. Okay. Hang on. We just went from a horror film to a romantic comedy. How did that happen? Either that or a musical with jazz hands. I love it. I would go see that movie. You met Michael Myers and you lived. That means you're going to be in the sequel. Congratulations. Give her a huge round. Bad Michael Myers. That is why he has no friends. We're seeing a lot of very practical effects. We're going to switch gears, take a look at some very cool visual effects. Any special effect that's created using a computer. To help me demonstrate motion capture or mocap, please welcome back my co-host, Ryan!
Yeah, this is happening. I'm sorry. Here we are.
You ready to do this?
Yes, Chris, we should hurry up. Okay.
Very great. Bring up our perimeter sensors, please. The markers on Ryan's suit reflect light back to these perimeter sensors, where their movement will be captured using our computer.
Sorry, sir. Hi, hello.
You ready to do this?
Yep.
Can we see our capture on the screens, please? Excellent. So the dots on the suit have been translated into this digital skeleton. This is what the computer reads and records for us in real time. Do me a favor, up to the side. Where we start with the T-pose to signal the beginning of a take. That way our editors will know we're okay. What are you doing?
Sorry, man. This suit is tight.
We noticed.
Okay, cool.
Take your finger, touch the tip of your nose. Give me both sides twice, nice and slow. This is how we calibrate our system and make sure we have a good, strong connection between our suit, the sensors, and our computer. That looks great. Yeah, if you're done, put your arms down. But I need constant movement. So I want like jumping jacks, jog in place, stuff like that, okay? Using Ryan's capture movements, animators can manipulate the digital skeleton. They can play with the aspect ratio, apply a wireframe. Finish it off with digital skins. They can turn Ryan into whatever they want. And today, buddy, they have turned you into a lovable, huggable teddy bear.
Oh, cool. Hey, what's up? I'm a bear.
Okay. You're not just any teddy bear, you're Ted from Universal's Hey!
Okay.
Want to dance? You got music, Larry? What you
I got
got?
dance moves, man.
Perfect. All right. Channel your inner Ted, delivering the character to life.
Alright, you sure? I got more about this.
I love it.
Tell you what, here's a little something for the ladies!
Oh, no.
Or fellas!
Definitely not for anybody. You know what, Larry? Let's kill the music and change the subject. Ted, buddy, what do you think of our show so far?
That's why I watch these things. It's like a cool behind the scenes thing that you wouldn't know.
Thunder Buddies, Ted?
Thunder Buddies for life.
Look at that. You made a Thunder Buddy. That is Ted. That's Ryan. Give them a huge round of applause.
I'm gonna go get ready for that finale, man, but I need a minute, okay?
All
I'm
right.
gonna psych myself up.
Thank you for helping us. Fun fact, Seth MacFarlane had a modified mocap suit built by Phil Tippett Studios so he could act and direct at the same time. Let's take a look at the genius behind Ted in action.
We were able to do Ted in a completely lifelike way and to use technology in a way that it really hasn't been used to date. What that technology does so well is it takes fantastical characters and makes them as realistic in movement as possible.
Funny stuff. But as far as technology has come with visual effects and CGI, some things still look better when they're real, like fire. Let's take a look at some fire stunts from Universal Films. One of the most exciting yet most dangerous aspects of filmmaking, without a doubt, is a fire stunt. We're going to bring our top-notch stunt department back out here and show you guys how they execute a live fire burn. Here they come. The woman in the middle, that is Julia Elizabeth. She is the stunt performer who is about to be set on fire. She's joined by Croy Tan and our stunt coordinator, David Hernandez, who will be acting as her safeties. You can see Julia's applied something to her face. It's not the latest Hollywood beauty cream. It's protective fire gel that she applies to all of her exposed skin. You probably know how uncomfortable it is to miss a spot with sunblock. Well, imagine what it feels like to miss a spot when you're on fire. Not good. Safeties are standing by the fire extinguishers in case of early ignition.
Excuse me, Chris. We're ready to fuel.
Go right ahead.
You can smell it.
Croy, you ready? Julia, you ready? Fueling.
Upon completion of the burn, Julia will move down to this fire blanket where she will be extinguished. At this point, we're looking for thumbs up that she's okay. Thumbs down is a sign to get our medical team involved. I'll have you do me a favor and just move that water bottle for me. Thank you. You're not in any danger. Julia just gets very thirsty when she's on fire. It probably looks like, you look at her and probably thinking, wow, she's just wearing a pair of jeans and a shirt. In truth, she has other safety layers underneath that give her some added protection. Nothing is going to make her fireproof, but each layer buys her time when she needs it the most. Once again, this is something people should not ever consider trying on their own. These are trained professionals.
Don't be scared. Don't put her out.
I think we're about ready to go. Let's take our lights down, set our clock to 0. At this time, we do have to ask that everyone please remain seated for the duration of this stunt. Stunt team, whenever you're ready. Thank you.
Croy, you ready? Ready. Julia, you ready to burn? Ready. Stunts is ready.
Ready and action.
Lighting. You lift. You're out.
Anybody's wondering if that was real fire, ask the folks down front. It got a little warm, didn't it?
You could smell
There's
it.
a guy over here hiding behind his kids.
All right, Chris. Sorry
that's
for this
called
fire burn,
fun,
man. You know, I
too.
get nauseous when I get nervous. We gotta go.
Okay. Take a breath, take a deep breath. Julia already did the burn, so we're
Thank
good.
goodness, okay. Oh, we can do another one.
You are on fire, my friend. Keep moving, keep moving. You're out. Let's hope he's okay.
Yeah!
He's okay!
Boy, it really was fine. You know, it's totally fine.
Yeah, he knows.
He was super worried. I saw in his eyes.
Kids, that's one you can't try.
I don't think so, man. I was straight by the best. One more time. The amazing science department.
Fantastic,
Fantastic.
Our volunteers were amazing. Thank you all. That's our show, folks. We'll see you in the movies and have the best day ever. Here at Universal Studios Hollywood, the entertainment.